on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Final Four Mr. Net giveaway live event. If you're joining tonight, tonight's a good night to join because I have ensured that everything in the pouches is premium. Meaning if you win tonight, it's double premiums guaranteed. So that's pretty cool. We are, sorry, let me turn off the sound here. Doing a little bit of an experiment tonight. I'm still messing around with mobile live, which is how I prefer to go live because it's just convenient for me. But the system really does not like to send these notifications, at least early on. Eventually, people get them, but we'll see. Doesn't matter. Ultimately, I will probably end up buying an external camera and just doing it through, I'll do it the way that everybody else does it. I'll get with the times. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to do classic stuff. But anyways, it looks like people are starting to get notifications, so that's good. Anyways, what's going on? Happy to be here tonight. I'm even more happy that I'm actually getting everything done. We're still preparing for, today was chaos. We had due to many marker and makeup and other, just having kids, stains. The carpet in this house is white. And I was just fed up with it. I was like, let's just have it cleaned. Let's pay to have it cleaned. So the carpet cleaners were here all day. And they got it. It looks brand new. But I couldn't work in the house for most of the day. But I still got my work done. Still got everything else I needed to get done. I have all of the content pre-recorded for my vacation. Almost all of it. Which means you guys will have the seamless Metal Complex YouTube channel experience while I am on my short vacation. And I won't miss a live stream, which is great. Also, if you're a patron and you're like, dude, weren't you supposed to draw for the monthly giveaway stuff today? I've drawn. There are winners. But because I'm uploading so many videos today, I recorded 7 videos today. Because there are so many uploading at once, the Patreon exclusive hasn't been uploaded yet. So most likely, Patreon, the winners will be announced tomorrow. You'll be really happy with the prizes. Oh, to answer Scott Walton's question. It's on the way. I've recorded the video. I won't reveal who won yet. It's uploading right now. It's been uploading all afternoon alongside a bunch of other uploads. No. My actual vacation isn't for another few weeks. But I like to be thoroughly prepared. So I'm pre-recording everything way in advance. I don't like to leave anything up to chance. I like to give myself plenty of time to correct if something doesn't go the way that I want it to go. What's the green knife? Which green knife? There are 3 of them. Your finger smells? I'd wash it, bud. I'd wash it. Don't leave it up to chance. Where are we going? I'll tell you when I get back. I'll tell you when I get back. I do, yeah, there's a bunch of colorful stuff out there. So, I've been laying out, all these crazy expensive... not to say that there aren't expensive knives. I've been laying out some hyper expensive stuff here lately. So, I dug into some of my other cases and got into some stuff that I haven't shown in a bit, and some other new stuff that I haven't shown at all. What's going on with the Demco knife? That's the Northern Knives and Paul Munko collab. And this one was a specific Metal Complex serial number. Right here. He did that one especially for me. Number 001. I thought that was really cool. So I'm going to hang on to that one forever. What's the black knife to the right of your logo? Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? So this is a weird one, guys, and I'm going to let you know there's no website for this thing. But it is real, and you really can get your hands on it. You have to actually DM the guy on Instagram. Let me tell you exactly what this thing is, and then I'll show it to you. Whoa! Holy moly! About dropped it. Alright, hold on. Make sure your notifications are turned on! I gotta start saying that more. Okay, so here's what this is. The brand name is MJMKTW. Designer is Mohammed J. Madan, and the model is called the Horus. You got to actually follow this guy on Instagram in order to, and you know what? I just realized I need to actually give you his Instagram. I've got it in a video. Hang on. Let me find it. This was such an obscure thing. He needs a website. Here it is right here. So I'm going to give you the link to his Instagram before I show the knife. That way everybody's got it. And if you don't have Instagram, I mean, if you want that, you got to go to his Instagram to get it. The knife is insane, though. Are you ready? Titanium. Look at that. I think that's Mokame Gain. Look at that polished DLC. My goodness. Wicked. Not everybody's aesthetic. Not everybody's favorite aesthetic, right? But polished, mega high polished DLC. M390. Really nice. Whoa. Crazy. And here's the other thing. It comes with a high tension spring for the button lock. So if you want more tension on the button lock, like more locking tension, you can put the other spring in there. It's pretty cool. It's not laser etching, no, it's milling. The green knife in the middle is for the WNBA. I don't understand. This is the... I'm sure your joke is funny. I don't understand. This is the Flytanium Arcade Light, which I absolutely love because all of the sharp edges that are part of the standard arcade are gone. And you can get it in different colors of translucent polycarbonate. I went with Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos Emerald Green because it's awesome. This is so cool. Dude, I can't get this thing out of my pocket. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is it's OS 10A. Like, all right, whatever. It sucks. I wish it was I wish they'd go with, like, you know, 14C28N or 154CM or something. But my God, is this awesome. It's so good. Everything that bothered me about the standard arcade has been dealt with. The Minecraft-looking fixed blade. I don't have any fixed blades out here. Minecraft? I ain't got no Minecraft fixed blades out here. You're seeing things. I'm glad you like this channel. I like making content on this channel. You got your Herman puzzle knife finally. That's a grail for me. That's an awesome knife, Anthony. Hey, what's up, Anthony Kitchen? Yeah, that's a really cool one, man. Do I have a Hogue Deca? Yeah, I do. I use it in every single review as a size comparison knife. I love the Hogue Deca. If you were to ask me which knife should I buy, the Benchmade Bug Out or the... You should buy the Hogue Deca because it's better in every way and it's less expensive. I'm glad that you find 8-bit tunes relaxing. I also find them relaxing. And now they've just become... It's almost weird to play anything else now during... I feel like people now associate my voice with NES music. How's the new raccoon? It's freaking epic. This is amazing. So, I believe... Hold on a second. I just realized there may have been an error today. Oh no, that's right. They dropped on Blade HQ today. Are they gone? Does anybody know? So I made an announcement because I asked Boston, I said, when do these drop? And they said, well, they drop on our website on the 15th, but they drop on Blade HQ on the 8th. And I was like, oh crap. I didn't have room in my schedule to do the video, so I did a community post trying to tell people, are they gone on Blade HQ? My video will drop on the exact day that they drop on Vosti's website, so you'll have another chance. That's August 15th. But they also drop today on Blade HQ. They're super good. It's a Vankerlock raccoon. Titanium M390. Is there any way to make YouTube notifications actually work as you want? Here's the only way to make them kind of work. Unsubscribe from every single channel except for the one you watch most, and then watch like 100 videos in a row, and make sure your notifications are turned on, and make sure that on your phone you allow notifications for the application that's trying to give you notifications, which has its own freaking maze that you have to go through depending on your phone and what version of the software it is. And then maybe you have a 50% of getting the notification anywhere from right on time to 6 hours late. In short, no, probably not. But it's best to turn them on for your best bet anyway. It is complicated. It is. It's idiotic, but somehow that's the world we live in. You even why did you unsub from Taylor? Taylor Martin? I love Taylor. Dude, that guy's really funny behind the curtains. He's a cool dude. You shouldn't unsub from Taylor. He's awesome. Can you see the Winter Blade? Yeah, there it is. Factor 8 with the quad magnet detent system. Oh, this reminds me, and it won't really make sense why it reminds me. Tomorrow I have an absolutely insane video, like way outside the normal of what I do. Tomorrow is a very... It's crazy. And I did a little extra editing for you guys. I made it fun. It's very epic. It's like over the top, crazy. I got something. I had an opportunity because a person who is involved with a retailer that sells things that I don't usually buy asked if I wanted something. And I said yes. And it is crazy. It's crazy. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what it is. Vinny B, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. It's a knife between the Bodacious and the Harzy. Oh, yeah. The Esox. The Essex, however you want to say it. The Vanguard. Dude, this is amazing. It looks so plain. This is a killer knife. God, the action is ridiculous. There was a mirror DLC version of this. I missed out on it because I didn't understand his Vanguard. I think on DLT you can still get the mirror, the standard version, but a few of these were mirror DLC. This is just DLC and PVD. Or wait, it's PVD and PVD. Still cool though. And it comes with a Damascus clip and a regular clip. It's so good. I love this. Function. Thanks for your donation. I really like the Vosteed Corgi original version. However, the detent's very loose. Is there a higher end similar knife with many opening methods? The Corgi. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, the Corgi. Doesn't Ray Laconico make something like this? Isn't there a Laconico? Like an MKM Laconico? Or, wait. MKM. Not MKM. There's a Laconico. Am I making this up? I don't know about multiple deployments, but that shape, I'm pretty sure Laconico did one. Vinny says, yeah, you're right, I can't remember that. Yeah, it's escaping me as well. Manix 2 Salt, that Manix 2 Salt XL is mine. I want that. I want that bad. What are the two bottom center front flippers? Those are Kane Grambu Russ models, and they're interesting because they're frame locks, not liner locks. They're frame locks. This is a cover. Excuse me. This is all the frame. It's not like typically when you see this, it's the liner attached separately to the frame. In this case, it is the frame lock. And this cover plate is detachable, which is really cool because it's a frame lock that functions exactly the same way as a liner. I mean, it's no different. It's just a cover plate, so you don't have to worry about squeezing too hard and affecting how far in that lock bar, whereas I've got the little one and the big one. It's like it's like it's like the Sebenza meets the VECP. I love these. They're super cool. Timascus transformer right next to the let's see. Okay. Has everybody seen this? One of 8 Poicolo Mundus Alchem with the 24 karat gold plated M390 blade. But wait, it transforms. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I was checking for rattle. It's crazy it doesn't rattle. There's so many moving parts. Over 100 moving parts. Why would you want that in a knife? You can't even use it. Golly, did you come to that conclusion all by yourself, Hank Hill? It's almost like they built something that they knew people wouldn't use on purpose. It's like they tripped and fell. Oh, darn it, we made it non-functional, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Ask for a functional knife and you make this? Who messed up? I love that one. Such a crazy knife. I get that about 100 times a day on YouTube Shorts because people just can't fathom. Crazy video coming, crazier than the cold steel sword. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Like it's ridiculous. It's just unhinged. It's just like adult child, and like it's over edited, and it's got crazy music, and it's just so over the top. I wanted to really emphasize how much fun I was having with it, and I wanted you guys to experience it with me. I used my chest-mounted body camera for this one. Have I ever seen the Midgard Master Bifur folder? I just received one today. Yes, I have. Yeah, like it's there's a body cam segment of that video, about 2 of them. The Timascus Kaiser, where is that thing? Oh yeah, it's the Milita, the high polished DLC Milita with Timascus. That was a limited run. Those went pretty quick. Yeah, John, absolutely. I was like, whoever he's talking to, like, doesn't understand what he's saying. And I knew if I messaged Rant and I was like, dude, this guy won something that you sent me directly, and he's having issues with it. I knew that they would immediately be like, okay, we'll take care of it. Always happy. I will do that when I can. And here's the other thing. If I see your email, it's really hard for me to catch individual emails. But like, if you're having an issue with something that is directly, especially if you win something from my channel and you're having a problem with it, if I have pull with the OEM or the retailer or whatever, oh yeah, I'll have your back. No problem. You just count on old Papa MC. I don't have pull with everybody though. Just keep that in mind. What's my hat size? I don't know. I don't know. My wife says I have a small head. I don't know if she's cracking a joke or what. But let me see where I'm at here. Oh, well, I don't know. What would we... Here's my sweaty Nike hat. The one I wore to the gym today. It's pretty gross. It's been through multiple golf tournaments. Oh, here we go. Dry fit. Does it say the size? Boy, I didn't know there were tags in here. Medium/large. Yeah, so there's my gross Nike hat. Blue black guy under the N, like the top flipper. I'll check it. Yeah, I usually wear hats until they disintegrate. Under the N. Oh, that's the one that sold out today on Blade Binge, the Avid 1 Dark Mode collab. As soon as I get the green light from Blade Binge, I'll give this away. S45VN, titanium liners, lock bar insert, and then multicolor G10 scales. You lost 40 pounds in 3 months? Dude, that's really good. So like I've heard, you know, like you like the peak typically like it's really hard, but like losing 12 to 13 pounds a month is technically possible in like a healthy way. So you are maxed out on that. Like you lost about as much weight as you possibly could in a way that does not deprive your body of essential nutrients. That's pretty good. Did you get sick of your DLC Excalibur? No, I actually still carry it all the time. The reason you don't see that in my top 5 most carried knives video is because it would just appear like a sales pitch. Like I'm like, and in the #1 spot again for the 6th month in a row, my own knife, the Excalibur. Suck it, everybody else. Like I don't want to do that. The Excalibur is always in my pocket. But I want everybody to know what else I'm carrying as a reviewer, right? What else is making it into my pocket? My own knife is very much always being carried and used. But I'm also constantly rotating it out with other things because I like other stuff. And I feel like as my viewers, you guys probably want to know what that other stuff is. That salt crust on the hat is as bad as the crystallized pee in a porta-john. Sorry in advance for the mental vision. I'm sorry. I do wash my hats. I let them get pretty nasty. Like it only takes a week worth of working out in a hat for it to look like that. But I wear a hat when I work out and it gets nasty. If you're not sweating profusely this is true. This isn't just my opinion. If you're going and working out, and listen, I think everybody should work out with how they're comfortable. But here's a fact. If you go to the gym and you work out and you don't sweat, you're not doing anything. And for some people, that's going to be hard to hear. But when you leave the gym, you should be sweating. You should be sweating through your shirt. You should be sweating under your pits. If you're wearing a hat, you should be sweating through your hat. Your feet should be disgusting. All your under zones should be pretty swampy and gross. That's just how it is. Otherwise, you're not getting your heart. You're not doing anything. Your muscles aren't benefiting. Your lungs and your heart are not benefiting. You got to be sweating. For me, it takes about 45 minutes of weight training and then an additional 20 minutes of like high intensity cardio. And yeah, that'll do it. Hour 15 to an hour and a half. You're not sure it's right? Whatever your goal is, you'll reach it a lot faster if you're sweating. If your goal is to lose weight, work out until you sweat repeatedly. If your goal is to gain mass, work out hard enough to sweat. I bet you reach your goals a lot faster. USA, oh, Goku, what's up, man? It's my birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday! Going to a racetrack to drive a sick car. Oh, cool. Dodge Viper, not sure what year, but I'm very excited. What's the coolest car you've driven from your car days or in general? Before I bought my current truck, I really did want to buy a TRX, and I drove a TRX and I launched it. And launching in a TRX was insane. Having 700 horsepower in a truck is ridiculous. It was really cool, but I also know how quickly those depreciate. That's how I ended up with a turbo diesel, which it'll still depreciate, but it won't depreciate nearly as fast. And it'll last, like if I want to drive the thing for 15 years, it'll be fine. I'm not sure about the twin turbo, I'm sorry, not twin turbo, the supercharged 6.2. I'm not sure how that'll do in 10 to 15 years as a daily driver. But that was crazy. I launched multiple Hellcats. The craziest car that I have driven is the newest. There's a dude in town who I'm very good friends with, and he has the newest, absolutely hypered out top tier Corvette. Z06 with the ZR whatever, ultimate super whatever package. I think it's close to a $200,000 car. And it's all black and has like the black carbon fiber rims. And I was like, dude, that car is so sick. I always know it's you coming. And he just tossed me the keys. Seriously. And he said, go take it for a spin. You'll love it. That was the craziest car I've ever driven. And I was terrified. I was on the ground. It was nuts. I was just like putting through town like, oh my God. But I did get on it a little bit and it was pretty cool. I don't know what that top tier is. But it looks like that version of the car looks insane. Yeah, it really is, dude. It felt like screaming power. Like, but screaming power, and I was very aware that it was behind me. And it just like the car, I was almost pissed off to be driving so slow. I could tell it was like, get out, get out. You're not worthy. And like it's like I wanted to go fast, but I was like, I could so easily die in this. ZR1X, yeah. So there you go. It was a blacked out ZR1X. Really crazy car. I want the 70. My dream car, I think, will always be the 1970 or 1969. It's the Dodge Charger 426. It's the RTSE. That or the 2005 Ford GT. I'm not even a Ford guy, but the Ford GT from the mid 2000s is, oh my god, it's such an awesome looking car. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donations. I appreciate that. You're so kind, man. That's so cool of you to do that so consistently. The 2005 Ford GT is that's an evergreen. It's just like the early 2000s Viper. That's what Dr. Frunky drives, by the way. He's got that classic red, the Viper that we all have the poster of. Like the poster we had in like late middle school, early high school. That Dodge Viper. That's what Frunky drives. Every picture he takes, I'm like, I have that poster. Somewhere. Beast World sent. A lot of people don't know that Dr. Frunky is an actual doctor. So if you're wondering, like, that guy drives it, yeah, it's because he's a doctor. Surgeon. Spinal? Is he a spinal surgeon? I don't know. He's surgery. So yeah. Beast World, thanks for the memberships. Yeah. Yeah, he did knife content just for fun, but like, no, he's an actual doctor. Super nice guy too. Is Stacy in here? Stacy, listen, I have something I have to admit to you. I cleaned my office, and I am so terrified. I think not this, and not the black one, I have that. But the thing with my email address on it, I think somehow it got in a pile of something that got thrown away. I will gladly not just pay, but overpay you to create another one of those for me. I am so sorry. I love that thing. It has made my life so much more convenient with the way that I do my lives. But I was stupid. I did a big dumb, a super dumb, and I think I threw it away. And that's my fault. You just tell me what you want me to pay for another one of those, and I will gladly pay it. You just name your price. I love that thing so much, and I am mortified that it might be gone. I got a Malibu and I love it, debating on the TR3. I think you should go TR3. I think you should get the Integrity, like the manual one. Thank you, Stacy. I'm sorry that I was a big dummy doo-doo idiot and threw it away. If she said $80, I'd pay it. It was so perfect. It was so legible. And it was a big thing that was hard to misplace. I mean, like, it was exactly what I needed. Why don't they bring back the frame lock TR3? Like, I know people be like, it's just a frame lock, but people wouldn't buy that knife for the lock. They would buy it because the TR3 frame lock is legendary. Like, if you've been around that long, like that's an awesome knife. Bring that back. I mean, I know what they'll try. Dude, okay, I gotta tell you guys. Let me tell you, I'm almost about to turn this into a series. What has recently made me irrationally angry? I completely understand. Let me preface this. Henry G, thanks for your donation. Give Stacey an Excalibur. She's working to it. Yeah. Oh, she's working to. Well, I mean, Stacey, I can probably make that happen. Here's what has most recently made me irrationally upset. And I want to preface this by saying I understand everybody has their own budget. If your budget does not allow for you to acquire the things that you want, it does not make the thing overpriced. It makes the thing too much money for your current budget, which is fine. It's there. I cannot afford a yacht. Do I think yachts are overpriced? I don't know. I have no idea. But I can't afford it. That doesn't make it overpriced. It just means that it's not in my range of like affordable things. So, and I think most people understand that. But I also think that a lot of people speak before they think about what they're saying. Microtech actually did something that was completely unexpected, kind of. So everybody wanted a titanium MSI. And I said many times, I said, guys, you're dealing with Microtech. Let's not bite off more than we can chew here. Microtech, for some reason, did a nice thing and released the TR3, the MSI, at a reasonable price considering they are a fully in-house. I don't care what you think about Marfione, if he's a good or a bad guy, or what it doesn't matter. The knife was released well within reasonable territory, given that they are a 2025 U.S. knife company. Completely. And so I'm trying to read this. I'll get back to my rant here in a sec. MC, other than email list place like DLT, it's a good place to see upcoming drops. I mean, GP knives, Monkey Edge, Southern Edges, NC Blade, Recon 1, you gotta be on those. PVK Vegas, Northern Knives, True North Knives, River's Edge Cutlery. There's a bunch more. Knives Plus, etc. There's a bunch. You gotta get on all those. I'll tell you, you know what an easy way to do? Go to Microtech's list of authorized retailers and then just sign up for notifications on all of them, because you're going to get notifications for most of the knives you want. Anyways, they released that knife within a reasonable territory if you know what you're looking at. And everybody said they should do a titanium one. I said, do you understand what Microtech would do with that price tag if they put titanium on there? People don't realize contoured titanium in the United States, and it's Microtech, you're compounding. It's going to be ridiculous. They're going to charge over $600 for it. Microtech releases it well within reasonable territory at $450. They did a totally reasonable thing. They priced it $200 less than what Hinderer charged 10 years ago for a full titanium XM18. And I posted that on my community tab going, look at this. And it should be to no one's surprise, a ton of people were going, that's crazy. That's overpriced. And I said, what? Give me something to compare to. Give me something to realistically compare to. What are you comparing to? The only answer anybody would give me was a Chinese product. And I was like, this is balderdash. This is poppycock. It's okay if you don't want to pay that much for a knife, but you can't say it's overpriced just because it's not comparable to some Chinese product. It's insane. We have to be rational. We have to be fair. Poppycock. Fire hydrant. I think it's totally fine. I mean, like, nobody needs a titanium MSI, but I was really shocked by that price tag. They were legitimately minimum $100 less than I thought. And here's why I got excited. If they're doing a titanium MSI, the next thing we see is a factory titanium stitch. Oh, that's right. I think it's coming. I think so. I think we're going to see it. Oh, they already released it? Okay, how much money do they want for it? Is it $500? I see, I didn't know. That's why I depend on you guys. How much they want for it? I didn't know. $455? Dude, listen. It's seriously, it's $455? Okay, you can say out of touch YouTuber. You can say, but I'm also one of the kings of budget knife content on YouTube. I'm not trying to flex. I'm one of the kings of budget knife content. I go out of my way to make sure that you guys have all. I'm acutely aware of the best budget knives on the market. So I feel like I even though I spend a bunch of money on crazy, super high priced knives and I get a bunch of free stuff for me, I'm still well within that territory to be able to make this call. $455 for a manual stitch titanium made in the USA, and I'm guessing it's contoured. That's an unmatched value. I'm going to say this right now. That is unmatched. That's ridiculous. I mean, you can say what you want about Tony Marfione. You can say what you want about Microtech. That's a really good price. If we compare to realistic competition. It's insane. Oh, it's 500. It's still compared. Like, let's compare. Let's compare to the other things that are realistically within that range. Do you think that Benchmade would release the same thing? Do you know what Benchmade released for $500? The Narrows. The Narrow, dude. That's like PlayStation. That would be like today in 2025. Let's say it's Nintendo, and they're like, let us introduce the brand new, ultra modern Super Nintendo with 16-bit graphics. That's the equivalent. They want $500 for the Narrows, and Microtech wants $500 for the Stitch. I think most people are going to say the Stitch is there. Stitch is there. Sent the pallet for terrible knives we discussed. I got it, dude. I got it. It's gonna go in with a bunch of other knives. I got it though. That's funny, man. You bought it at EDC Lifestyle for $468. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do after this live stream's over. I'm gonna just go buy it. Maybe I'll see if eKnives has one. I appreciate the fact that you get Excalibur first. And you know, when we make the sandwich construction Excalibur, it'll be far less. Currently, Excalibur is kind of locked to $400 because it's an integral and because it's DLC and Vanax and all that. But we'll get that price down. It'll be soon. Go price some Medfords. I mean, like, I don't give Medford an all-encompassing break, and I don't give Hinder an all-encompassing break, or Chris Reeve, or Les George, or Demko, and here's why. Because they're far smaller. Even Medford's big. They're so much smaller than Microtech. They can't produce knives at that capacity. It has to be calculated. Any news on Excalibur? They're working towards it. They got a lot on their plate. I think Kunwu grew way faster than they expected, and they're just trying desperately to keep up with stuff. Kunwu's popular. People are buying those things left and right, and for good reason. They're great knives. I mean, they're the Chinese Spyderco. And by that I mean they're making super ergonomic, hyper functional, hyper premium knives that are high, like well within like the appropriate HRC ranges, good cutting geometry, and aesthetically models that people want. That's what they're doing. Okay, so like he said, the Narrows is a great knife, and I agree in terms of like trying to like add premium materials. I still am kind of like, who is this for? It's premium materials and super thin edge geometry, USA manufacturing, ambidextrous locking system. It has all of those boxes checked. The problem is they combine too many different niche parts of an already niche community, and they created a good lightweight, ultra efficient premium cutting tool. But I feel like, ironically, the Narrows, they have narrowed down their audience to such a small. You have to very specifically want lightweight, super thin geometry, but premium materials. But I also want USA manufacturing, and I want that butterfly, and I'm big into the butterfly. I don't know how many Narrows they sold, But I feel like you have to be the most specific type of person to want that. The Narrows is a $300 knife. $300 to $350. That's let me amend that. The Narrows is a $350 knife. It is not a $500 knife. The Microtech Stitch, if they want $500 for it, is not a $500 knife, but is damn sure a $450 knife. Is there $100 more in cost and effort in the titanium stitch versus the Narrows? I think absolutely. Chris Hardy. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm on my pedestal here. I don't even know if people are agreeing with me. Chris Hardy, hey, did you ever get my shipping info that I sent you in the Patreon? Ever seen it or not? Maybe it just takes over. Oh, Chris Hardy, what do I owe you? I would like everybody else to be quiet, and I would like Chris Hardy to tell me what I owe him, and I will get on that. Sometimes things slip through the cracks, so let's get it done, buddy. Let's make sure you get what you're owed. What do I owe you? I'll get it done. I'll get it done this weekend. I am so sorry if I missed that. Hold on. 40 months, almost 4 years. It's new 300. What new $300 is coming? Let me think about that. A chat can answer him if they want. You won the live stream giveaway in the past live stream. Which knife did you win? I bet yours is on the way. But just tell me what you won, and I'll tell you whether or not it's coming. We got to figure this out, because if it's an old... I've shipped out everything to my knowledge. So if you never got it, then we have to work out something else for you. Let's figure out what it was. I've never missed a prize winner. I've never not delivered. So, well, this is top priority to me right now. Let's figure out. I want to know what it is. Headed to Ireland soon. That's one of my top like most wanted to visit places. You have to let us know. That's right. Chris, you are right, and I never got back with you. Gosh darn it. That's a me. No, that's a my bad. Chris Hardy. Send me another message. God, let me make it. How do I let me write it on a piece of paper. Chris, you're so right. Gosh dang it, Chris. That was me. That was my bad. A pen! There's one. Yes? Yeah. Write myself a note. I got you. I'm gonna put it in a place where I can't ignore it. We'll get you hooked up. My bad, dude. You've been waiting a long time for that. That's my fault. I am busy, but I don't like things. I don't like it when things slip through the cracks. I have a system to keep myself on top of stuff. So I don't want stuff like that to happen. So I'll get you taken care of, okay? I'll give you a bonus. We'll give you a bonus item there as well. We will continue the midstream stuff as soon. I was waiting for the go-ahead from Blade Binge, but we will continue the midstream stuff at a later date because Blade Binge ran out of like sponsored giveaway items. But we'll continue that at some point. Don't worry. The titanium raccoon, yeah, sure. Super nice. It's a raccoon, but it's titanium with the pivot operated V-anchor lock or Vanker. Is it Vanker or V-anchor? How are we supposed to say it? Vanker sounds cool. It's like vanquish and anchor. It's like someone hurling an anchor at your face and you become vanquished. That's what it makes me think. Can I talk and play with a French fry knife? Yeah, absolutely. I know, first I throw away my signs and I'm slipping. If my TSA shorts are any indication, my mental stability is slipping. Here is the inexplicable French fry knife. I think Kaiser was like, man, like Blade HQ like did pretty well with those food knives. You know? The donut sprinkle and the hot dog knife. The hot dog switchblade is pretty legendary. And they were like, we can do food stuff. And you know what? I think they're pretty smart. I think this is pretty funny. I want a knife with cheeseburger print on it. I want a taco knife. Pretty bad. But like, this is funny. Why? I mean, do we need to ask why? Like, I mean, there's things out on the table that why, we're far past why. I mean, I think it's funny that Kaiser does this. You know? French fries. It's just right there on the line where McDonald's can't sue them. The banana OTF? Yeah. Kind of weird. Here's when it makes sense. When you do a weird, goofy, food-themed knife, and it's like really, like, okay, for the cringiest, expensive, like, funny, haha. When that guy smacked that other dude in the face, rightfully so, by the way. You remember that? The guy who got smacked in the face with a can of Twisted Tea? You know, I'm all for resolving issues without violence, but I think the guy who got hit in the face with a Twisted Tea can absolutely deserved it. The result of that was that I believe Microtech or Heretic made a knife that was Twisted Tea themed, and while that's funny and you're kind of like capitalizing on that meme, the problem is that it's ridiculously expensive. The only time it really works for the majority is when those funny, goofy kind of like meme knives are inexpensive. That's where that belongs. Like right now, the comic book stuff is kind of like landing pretty well with the higher end. This is pretty cool, but eventually this will wear off, and the only way people will continue to buy it is if it's in a budget knife. You know, I've watched that Twisted Tea video many times. I bet you're like me. Watching that guy get hit in the face with that Twisted Tea, what was that? It's a 24-ounce can. Pretty satisfying. The moment that dude got hit in the face with that can and it exploded, I think he immediately was mentally apologizing. He was like, you're right, my bad, I'm wrong. So satisfying. Mopad EDC, what's up? Thank you so much for that donation. MC, who made the French fry knife? I need it for my hot dog. It's Kaiser. I don't know if it's... this is pretty recent. You know what's funny? The pocket clip is a crinkle fry. That was a nice little touch there. They didn't have to do that, but they did. It's Kaiser. I don't know if it's still available. What's the most like need to happen fast food style? I was thinking Crunchwrap Supreme, but like, how do you turn that into a knife? I love the Crunchwrap Supreme. I think the Crunchwrap Supreme is one of my favorite fast food items. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Yeah, we need a taco knife. And then, like, I don't know how you do that and make it look like a taco. I think you just have to taco print it. But, like, yeah, like a Taco Bell themed pocket knife without, like, copyright. That I think that'd go pretty hard. The funniest, the coolest thing that Taco Bell ever did, and I immediately went and ordered it, is when they teamed up with Cheez-It and they made a giant oversized Cheez-It and they put it inside the Crunchwrap Supreme. I will say this, it was pretty salty, but also is pretty good. I do not have a refined palate. If it's food, I'll eat it, as long as it's not coleslaw. I've eaten snails before. I will not eat coleslaw. But the Crunchwrap Supreme with the giant Cheez-It in it, that was pretty awesome. Well, yeah, you can't... No, dude, like, you can't buy a Crunchwrap Supreme and save it. That's a war crime. You have to eat it right away. Like, you have to eat it when it's hot. Otherwise, you're just biting. It's like biting into a like a submerged beanbag. You know, like I don't want to do that. No, it's not. Coleslaw by itself is ass. It's just ass lettuce. Like it's okay on a pulled pork sandwich. It's just like it takes my perfect pulled pork sandwich and makes it like less good. Coleslaw by itself is like demon slop. Everybody keeps telling me that. I've tried 18 different types of coleslaw, and every time I think, gosh, you know what I'd rather do is floss my eye sockets with barbed wire. I'd much rather do that. I've never had skippers. I'll tell you what. If the main ingredients are cabbage, carrots, and mayonnaise, then you can throw it in the river. You can throw it in. You know what? All the coleslaw on Earth, strap it to a rocket and launch it into space. Everybody's lives will be better. Corn dog. Corn dog knife would go hard. Corn dog knife. Yeah. I'd go corn dog. That's pretty good. Pizza rolls needs to happen. All of it. All the best snack foods, man. I want a pickle switchblade. I think Boker should definitely do a pickle. Like, why has Boker not done a whole dill pickle switchblade? Why? Would everyone in this room buy a dill pickle Boker Kalashnikov switchblade? I would. I'd buy 10 of them. That's the best idea ever. Why have they not done this? Make this happen. That's the best idea anyone's ever had. OTF pickle would go even harder. You know who needs to do that? Max Ace. Max Ace needs to make an OTF pickle Neptune so we can buy it for $100. Max Ace is the right company to do that because they're already unhinged. Max Ace. OTF pickle Neptune. Can we do a space? How do we do a space pickle pun? Because we're like, what's the pun there? What's the joke? What's the selling point? What do we call that knife? If the base theme is somehow space related with Neptune, why they call it the Neptune, I have no idea. But we got to come up with the pun. That's our job. I'll pitch it directly to Max Ace. I'd buy a dill pickle. Yeah, 100%. A Kalashnikov pickle? A Kalashnikosher? We gotta figure that out, man. Here's the best coleslaw recipe. Make coleslaw, then throw it in the trash and replace it with bacon. It's the most American thing I've ever heard in my life. The Stellar Pickle, that's pretty good. The Dilashnikov, I love all these. Space Pickle. Oh my god, let's go. This has to happen. I'm not even charging for this. Just genius, just hive mind genius, right? Why doesn't Max Ace come to me and my community? We can decide. We can decide what's next easily. The Max Ace relish. That's good. The Kalashnikov. That's great. That's better than mine. Oh my god. This is the best idea. We like this. I really like. I'm gonna timestamp this for Max Ace and just be like, can you make this happen? They do the Cerakote stuff. They might be like, I don't know, that's kind of dumb. I think we have established that this is a good idea. But like the pickle I mean, like, not only is that fun for everybody, it also is directly related with this channel. Do I have a... I know I have a Pickle Night sticker. If you didn't know, in my pinned comment under every video, if you click on it and expand it, I do have a sticker store. It's not in the live streams, but under every video, right at the top, it's pinned, and it's got, like, my Amazon page, and there's a bunch of other things. One of them is a sticker store, and one of my night helmets is actually pickle textured. The guy who does all the art for the channel, I was like, can you make a night helmet, but it's like pickle textured? And he did. And a few of you actually have that sticker. Blade is OTF push pop. Mid-bevel pop stick blade is color. That's a good idea. Can I love this comment? Yeah, that's pretty good. 30 months, Bluetooth Blades. 30 months. You've been at hey, you're a senior citizen here now. Fire the Cell Shade. It's my favorite model that they've done. Favorite one. This isn't music. This is just noise. What is this? Oh, it's Metroid. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. There we go. Wrecking Crew. I don't have the SPK Lamia. Is the Lamia made by, oh... I know who he is. He really doesn't like me. He actually really hates me. What's his name? Who makes the Lamia? It looks like a fine knife. He just really hates my guts. He called me, he called me, Cupcake. And then he blocked me on Instagram. Alex, yeah, he really doesn't like me. He's very saucy. But, you know, like, he's got his own thing going on. Who knows? Who knows what made him mad then, or... He got mad at me for something else once. I can't remember. I don't know what his problem was. No, I've never handled it. It looks fine. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to looking at it, but... He's slightly irritable when it comes to my channel. Oh, he was... I can tell you the exact story. I never understood exactly what happened. And if you ask him, I'm sure he'll say he knew and he ignored it intentionally. So, there was some rant on Instagram about influencers and some issue with... I can't even remember what it was. Like, it was a typical, like... These guys like Metal Complex and this and that, and they're so out of touch with these like small time, they don't understand the effect that they... I can't remember what it was. And I messaged him and I was like, hey man, if you had a problem with me, like you could have just reached out. And I say this to everybody, and if you've ever talked with me, you know that this is true. I was like, I don't know who you are, but if you have an issue, like you can totally just reach out. Like you don't have to be a slimeball about it. And he just lost it. He called me, not Cupcake, he called me Buttercup. And somebody, he called me Buttercup or something. It was a really weird, like, I feel like he may, if he had had some time to think about it, he might have edited and changed his words because it sounded ridiculous. And then he blocked me, and then somebody sent me a story that he posted of my reply to him. It was like I guess he saw that as a gotcha moment, which I was fine with. He posted my response to him. And then called me Buttercup, but I couldn't, I was blocked, so the only reason I saw it is because somebody sent it. And then it was something, oh, the message prior, before he blocked me, he said, remember when we reached out to you for that charity to raise money? There was, you know, a kid having issues, and realistically, I would have happily posted about it and helped them raise money for it, but I was legitimately unaware of it, and not because I didn't care, but because I get constant requests for stuff, and I get constant emails and messages, and I didn't see it. He apparently saw it as a direct, like, F you, and I ignored it, and then he got really upset, and that was the end of that. I never actually got the full story. And then he got mad about I was poking fun at somebody for taking plunge grinds too seriously, and he white knighted that guy. He unblocked me just enough to white knight that guy. And I was like, oh, nice of you to unblock me, and then that was the end of that. I don't know. Whatever. I have to assume maybe he's just got a lot on his plate and he gets angry really quickly, and he probably doesn't like people who have large followings and don't do what he sees is best fit for the community. I have no idea. I very much doubt he'll ever reach out and explain himself. His knife looks fine. I don't know. I've never handled it. Apparently, a lot of people like it. Thank you for the shout out the other week. I hit 500 subs and I felt like MC for a couple hours. I gave away 7 knives in one live stream. That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah, I don't do drama, so I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry. I hope you buy high quality toilet paper and you can get all that hot sauce out of your butt crack. Whatever, man. I have no idea what's going on. Everybody has their own stuff to deal with. Like, for all I know, he's got a lot on his plate. Like, maybe he's just, maybe he's just mad about other stuff. I don't know. He's probably not listen, he is a small business owner. He's making knives in the USA. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of him. He probably does make a good product, and he probably does have a following and does a lot of great things for the community. But I just didn't understand what the problem was. Please do not go and harass Alex and take this conversation out of context. The truth of the matter is, I don't really know who he is. And the interaction was so brief and so confusing that it just left me perplexed. And that was essentially the end of it. It was nothing. It was never anything. But I've never handled the Lamia. It's never been here. I don't have any other information there. I don't know. Like, I've heard there are lots of content creators who've said that people who watch my channel go and leave nasty comments. And I don't send people to harass. Now, if you guys want to go mess with Reddit, be my guest. I think that's hilarious. All those goobers over there. But don't do it to other content creators or knife. Like, don't do that. Like, that's still within the general realm of my community. Reddit is planet idiot, goofball, poo-poo, pickle, ding-dong town. Like whatever. Mess with those guys all you want. But everybody else who's a serious part of the knife community, yeah, don't do that. You like your knives with gray poop on? Reddit is duck season and wabbit season. Fire. The 5 knives I modeled Excalibur after: the Spyderco Shaman, the Hinder XM18, the Chris Reeve Sabenza slightly. There's a little bit of Demco 80-20.5 in there, or 80-20 in there. And what's the last one? It's not the Sabenza. It's the Umnumzan, the XM18, the Strider, and the Spyderco Shaman, and the Demco 20. I did check up on that Reddit, the r/Chinese knives post recently, and my comment and my video about clones and counterfeits, enough people did get in there and ruin that for them, and I thought that was really funny. They had a good little echo chamber going until the people from my video came in and corrected everybody, and they went very silent. I thought that was pretty funny. They don't know what to say as soon as people add context. As soon as people add context, they're like, "Well, I didn't know I was supposed to watch I didn't know I was supposed to actually contemplate the context of the video. I was out in my driveway eating rocks, and I thought I could just say that I like the yeah. You have to use brain cells, bud. They're goldfish. The Timascus Militas? Sure. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Reddit just doesn't like anybody who has a large following. Like, if you have a large following, it doesn't matter what you're saying. What's really funny and ironic is Reddit comes to a lot of the same conclusions as me, but their favorite thing to say is that I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you look at all the knives that Reddit really seems to like, it's all the same stuff. They come to the same conclusion. They just don't like that I did too. The titanium raccoons, I did see that. I actually have it right here. Because they sent it to me early. It's a great knife. It's awesome. Love it. Flytanium Arcade Light has been in my pocket, dedicated. It has been the pocket hog. I love it. I don't like that it's OS 10A, but all the sharp edges from the arcade are gone. Arcade Light got rid of them, and you can do it's polycarbonate with multiple colors. I love the green. I think it's awesome. Now, give me this in 154, or give me that in a premium steel. OS 10A is pretty whatever. It's 440C. And 440C is fine, but it's a product of yesteryear. It's not a contender, certainly not for what they want for it. A lot of people tell me 440C has the same edge retention as 154CM. Only if it only starts to approach that if the HRC is at 63 or 64. And that's assuming that, and that's even with 154CM. 154CM is a superior, it's meant as it was meant as an evolution to 440C, if I understand the history correctly. 154CM is a superior composition and does not require absolutely maximum HRC to be beneficial. 440C has to be hardened way up there to just to be the equivalent or nearly the equivalent in edge retention. VG10 and 154CM, to my knowledge, as a professional of nothing, and just a big fan of Laren Thomas's articles, VG10 and 154CM are superior to 440C. The Shark Lock is not stronger than we think. We all know exactly how strong the Shark Lock is. The Shark Lock is the Triad Lock, but easier to manipulate. My Strider is buried. It's buried in one of the cases here. I'm sorry. I'm not doing the midstream drawing because I'm waiting for Blade Bench to get... I said that in the entry video, but Blade Bench didn't give me the go-ahead, so I'm not doing it. It's 3/4 of the way to 200 entries and 0 wins. Goku, your day's coming, man. If you get to 2... I've never heard of someone entering 200 times. Never. If you get to 200 and you don't win, I'll give you something. Because I know you've been dedicated. I know you've been here, man. Let's talk about the Norsa. This... Shut up, music. This is the Migron Norsa. This is PVD coated D2 and aluminum with a crossbar lock. This knife is $29. This is one of the best ultra budget knives I have ever seen. I've had conversations with Migron many times about this. They want to dominate the ultra budget territory. This is just the beginning. Migron has done something special here. Out of the 3 or 4 that they have released in this territory, the Norsa is incredible. There are very few knives that I can legitimately recommend at that price point, and it's been consistently the Parrot and the Penguin. The Norsa is insane. $29. You can get it in G10 as well. That's a huge win. That's huge. They have succeeded. I know for a fact, and I've talked with Migron, I said, are you guys making money? And he said, barely anything. But we still want to dominate that territory. And here's why. Even if they don't make a lot of money on these, it still introduces people to their brand. So they consider it, you know, overall a win. I think that's a good strategy. Give the community an option to experience your product. Even if you don't make a lot of money on it, fine. They experience your product and go, oh crap, Migron's for real. I'm going to look into their other stuff. I think that's great. I don't know why other companies aren't doing this. Artisan Cutlery's been making knives that they charge $50 for that should be $30 all day. Migron's got it right. The owner of Migron's a smart guy, and he's also a really nice guy. I think they deserve your business for doing what they're doing. Migron. I have links. I think I have links for Migron in the description. I have tons of Migron videos. I love theirs. They make nice premium knives and they do fun stuff every now and then, but where they win, where they succeed is their budget stuff. I mean, like you guys, there's always 1,000 people or more in here. Over the summer, it's usually 1,000, 1,100. Sometimes in the winter, it's close to 1,800, or if I do a special giveaway, sometimes it's 3,000, right? It's a lot of people. You could technically enter 5,000 times and have a 1 in 3,000 odds of winning at worst and never win. That's just how that works. So Tucson. I was skeptical about Tucson when they were first hitting the market because they had impossible prices. And in the early days of Tucson, what I assumed and what many people assumed is that while their fit and finish was very good and their prices were very good, and they were using titanium and legitimate blade steels, where we questioned, the quality was in the heat treatment. And in the early days of Tucson, they did have low HRC numbers. Now, I can't confirm this. What I've heard from many people in the community is that Tucson has actually bumped their HRC numbers in a lot of their stuff. I don't know why we don't hear as much about them anymore, but perhaps it's time to return to Tucson. And I would also like to get Transparent Knives' opinion, because he has surely tested the HRC of Tucson stuff. If they are well within the optimal range for the seals, I don't care if it's D2 or M390. If they're in that optimal range and they're still offering their impossible prices, then that's great. Because Tucson, as far as I know, creates original products. That's a win. Wicked Dream, what's up? Thanks for your donation. Aloha. MC package arrives tomorrow. Crack a beer open and try those chips I sent. Thank me later. I absolutely will do that. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Hawaii is also on one of my, top 5 places to visit. It's very likely that that's, we might end up there on our 10-year anniversary. So if we do, I promise to visit you. Who got their Knoll Knives Vandal drop exclusive? I did. I got my Vandal. I was one of the ones who got the special boy. I think it's about time. Oh, it's 7:43. Listen. Not only is it time to do the giveaway, it's also pee-pee time for me. You guys, hey, do this. There's almost 1,000 of you in here. Do this right here, okay? If you're new, if you're from TikTok and you're like, just how to enter, link in the descriptions. Do that, okay? I'll be right back. Oh, poop. There we go. We all answered? We all feeling good? It's the last 4, guys. And you're guaranteed 2 premiums. When you draw, you get to choose 2 pouches. I have ensured that each of these pouches contains a premium knife, which means if you win big. Can you like the live stream for me real quick? That'd be great. Where's that iPad? There it is. Let's do this. Let's find out, guys. All right, time to refresh the page. There's your refresh. Let's put the link in. Come on. There it is right there. Entry 88 of 25. We're going to filter duplicate users. Get the total comments here, okay? $1,131 comments. The first winner tonight. Where's the thing? Oh. Huh? What the heck is this? Oh, it's over here. They moved it. They moved it so you'd see this. I know how to do it. The first winner tonight here is Sean Rathbone, 4457, a handsome man with sunglasses and a beard, says, thanks, Metal Complex. Here's who we're looking for. Right there. Won't zoom in anymore, apparently. Is that... I can't zoom in anymore? There he is right there. Let's find him. There he's right. He's here immediately. I found him. Sean, you get the first pick. You won big no matter what. Give me 2 numbers, 1 through 4. Not pooping. He's here right away. It's from Mario 3. This is basement or we called it basement music. It's dungeon music. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Number 1. We got the Concept in S35VN, and we got the copper carbon fiber inlays and titanium scales with the crossbar lock. What's the name of this? Can you guys help me out? Oh wait, it probably says on it. Yeah, here. Apollo. We got the Apollo titanium and S35VN. That is yours. Congrats. Next one. Ooh. We got the KB Taurus, I believe is what this is called. M390 and titanium. Actually, in a lot of ways, very similar to the EMP EDC Nimble X, but a KB knife. Very good. Very clean. I don't know what the Apollo goes for. I imagine you got anywhere from $350 to $400 worth of knives here. So, keep them, sell them, treat yourself. Whatever you want to do, they're yours. Congratulations. All you need to do, because I'm missing my thing here, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. You can say the KB and the Kubi. That's fine. Because I'm doing a lot of extra work before we go on vacation, everything's being pushed back. So you might not get an email from me from, not this Monday, but literally the next Monday. It's going to take me a bit because my workload's crazy, but I promise you, you will get what's owed to you and your tracking information, okay? Thank you very much. Congratulations. I'll keep these safe for you in their pouches. They'll remain here until it's time to ship. Whoops, that's for that reason right there. That's why we put them in the pouches. Obviously, the final winner is easy. They get these 2. We're going to pick a new winner. The final winner of this group is Bless America. Here we go. Mick Ranger. Ain't no way, but thank you, MC. We got the puppy face. It looks like the middle finger. It's not. It's a puppy face. Mick Ranger. Slow down, guys. Let's find him. There he is. Hey, what? There he is. He's a knight, too. Awesome. Congratulations, man. You got the final two. All right, here we go. What'd you get? Woo! Spitfire. Kaiser Spitfire in S35VN. I believe this is a sheepdog design. Titanium frame. Shred carbon fiber scales. And a nice Timascus backspacer. Very, very nice. You will very much appreciate not only the action on this knife, but the detent is exceptionally crispy. This is a really crispy model. It's got a nice click. When you release the detent, you snap it into the open position. It's a really cool one. Like that one a lot. Congratulations there. Let's put that right there. And then the other one is, it has to be, yes. And I always forget the name of this one. The Remet, and this is also S35VN. We got the melted American flag inlays. We have the titanium pivot collars, titanium frame. What do we call this? The Kestrel. That's right. Yeah. The Remet Kestrel is also yours. And I don't know the values of these. I imagine they're both right around $200. So those are both yours. Congratulations. Where's my cart? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information. This is Northern Knives information. I'm sure they would appreciate me putting it on screen right now. Metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the two knives that you won. You can say the Kaiser and the Remet. That'll be fine. And again, don't worry if I don't email you back for, literally 8 days. It just takes a bit. I'm a one-man team. Where we at? Did we end? We ended at an amazing spot. That was so quick. We got time to hang out afterwards, guys. That's it. The giveaways are over. If you're just here for the giveaway, that's fine. If you want to hang out with me for a few more minutes, I'm going to hang out here and chat. So, when am I going to do the 750K stream? The reason I'm postponing it is because I'm waiting for my compression lock Excalibur. I want to give at least one away, and it's not here yet. It's my understanding that when they send it to me, they'll send me multiple, and I want to be able to give at least one away. I'm also waiting on a couple of other things. It will be a pretty big giveaway, but the reason it hasn't happened yet is because I want that to be a big deal. So that's why. Hey, thank you. So thanks for what you're doing. I'm so much appreciated. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is my trip all driving? Yeah, it's all driving. So I have a 1-year-old, I have a 6-year-old, and I have a 9-year-old. I would very much like to avoid airplanes for obvious reasons. Now, if if it was 6, 11 and 14, yeah, no problem. Airplane. I don't like airplanes. I hate them actually, but that's way easier. Give away the 1-year-old. So she's 14 months and she weighs 34 pounds. I have a super chunko. I have in the most adorable way, like melted ice cream cone, super chunko, 14-month-old. I love her. She's just it's just like squeezing the Michelin Man. So sweet. She's major chunko. And she was the lightest weight kid. She only weighed 8.8 4. She was 8 pounds 4 ounces, which is pretty good sized baby. So we had 8.4, we had 8.6, and then we had 10 pounds. We had 10 pounds 13 ounces for the middle child, and she ended up being the leanest of the bunch. The middle kid at 10 pounds 13 ounces at birth is the leanest. She's the dancer, and she's like super lean and tall and skinny. 8.9. We had 8.4, 8.9, and 10.13. That's not the right way to say that, but you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah. We have a cartoon chunky baby. It's the best. I'm not a small guy. I'm a thick fellow. And, you know, like, I may have contributed to that. I appreciate you saying that. Like, we're still a few weeks out from vacation, but I appreciate that. I'm ready. Remet just sent 10 memberships. Oh, Remet, I gave away one. I gave away the catch tonight. Thank you for the memberships there. Make sure you guys check out Remet. This classic Zelda theme is one of the best of all time for sure. Should do that Mrs. MC live again. I agree. Oh, Remet gifted Remet's a gold knight too. That's awesome. Dang, thank you, friends. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. That's cool. I'm gonna do my own membership giveaways as well. Here's 20 from me. So, quick funny story, just to give you guys a laugh before I go. The carpets in this house before we bought it were white. And I was like, that's a problem. The main floor, the center floor is like the fake wood, you know, like the indestructible stuff. And that's great. I like that. We have like the rugs on it and it's fine. The upstairs is like, that's where the kids like have all their stuff, is white carpet. The stairs leading up, white carpet. The stairs leading down to the basement, white carpet. The basement, living room, and all the rooms down there's white carpet. And I was like, oh boy. So this has slowly become gross. Like upstairs, marker and pen stains because the kids do their art up there. Downstairs, traffic. All the traffic up and down the stairs. Gross. My daughter's room, makeup. She tried to cover up makeup on the. She accidentally got makeup on the floor and tried to cover it up. Mess. So I was holding off. I was like, I don't know. Maybe we'll replace everything with the flooring that's in the middle room, you know. But that's a problem because you don't want kids falling down the stairs with flooring. So my daughter falls asleep in our bed on the main floor, and my wife's like, you got to carry her down to bed. So here's what you do with a floppy kid who's unconscious. You got the best way to carry him is to just flop him over your shoulder. So that's what I did. I flopped her over my shoulder, and whether she was asleep or not, I don't know. She just let herself stay floppy, and I was carrying her down the stairs, and the whole time I kept feeling something on the back of my leg. Remet sent another 10 memberships. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So I'm carrying her down the stairs, and I kept feeling something on the back of my leg. And I was, oh, it's her hair. Her hair's super long. It's tickling the back of my calf. Go all the way down the stairs. I put her in bed, and I turn around and I look at the back of my leg, and there's blood all over it. And I look at my daughter, and she had a bloody nose, probably from the pressure of being upside down, like flopped over my shoulder. And she has the same thing as me. I have really thin blood vessels in my nose. I had to have my nose cauterized. Because it was so bad in wrestling, I'd get tapped and I'd have a bloody nose. So my oldest son and my daughter both have that same issue. And she had a bloody nose all the way through the living room, all the way down the stairs, through the basement living room, and into her room. So we destroyed so much white carpet. And I, in my infinite wisdom, from my knowledge of cleaning wine stains, red wine stains out of carpet, I used Windex. I used warm water and Windex, which is apparently exactly the wrong thing to do. I used Windex and warm water, and I actually worked at this really hard for like an hour. all I did was rub blue dye and nose blood into the carpet. With what the carpet cleaners are like, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what you don't want to do. And so I was like, okay, I've had enough. We have to have the carpets cleaned. So that's why we had the carpets cleaned. It was pretty expensive. Thank you very much to Rant for those additional donation. That's really kind. Thank you very much, MC, for allowing our knives to be showcased on our prominent channel. Hey, keep making awesome stuff for a great price. Like, that's what people like. What are you doing? I was telling a story about you. What's up?
What was the story?
When I carried you down the stairs and you had a nosebleed. What's up? Almost. What are you guys doing? I can't wait to see it. We're watching Harry Potter 4 tonight? Yes! I'm so excited. Have you seen that movie already?
I've seen all of them.
No, you haven't.
No, I've actually seen all of them. It's my favorite one.
What happens in Harry Potter 4?
I know I watched all of them because Mom wants us to watch all. I think I've seen 1,
You can come in
2,
here.
4.
Nobody can see you. It's the camera's right here. Nobody can see you. It's okay. Anyways, what happens in 4?
What?
What happens in 4? Explain it. I don't believe you've seen
I
it.
don't know, but I've seen 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, and I've seen all of them. I just don't remember them.
You don't remember? Okay.
No, because I fall asleep in the middle of it.
Yeah, you have a problem falling asleep before things are over, huh? Okay. All right, I'll be done, and then I'll come and
I know, but how much more minutes you take?
none. As soon as you and I are done having this conversation, we're done. So I'll come out in a sec. Okay, I'll be up there in a sec.
You're done now?
Pretty much, but I have to say goodbye.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay. We gotta go. It's Harry Potter night. I didn't realize we're watching Harry Potter 4 tonight. The kids are going through. We make them read the books, and then they get to watch the movie. So that's what we're doing. Rant, thank you very much again. People will continue to support you as you keep making the good stuff. You keep making the good stuff with the good prices, and people will support you. Thank you. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for being a part of tonight's live stream. Thanks so much for watching my channel and my content. I love you guys. You're amazing. Thanks to my patrons, my channel members, everybody. You guys are so great. My TikTok supporters. Thank you. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.